The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Leighton Vander Esch.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once
he's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They go play action with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
I know I'm one of those that overuses certain terms, and this one, explosive, is what we use for a lot of receivers, but that's Calvin Ridley. Nice catch there, and not only is he explosive, he's been very productive. Since being drafted in 2018, one of the top touchdown rates in the league as a wide receiver.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the Falcon 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That is caught at the 7. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Complete.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
1st and goal from the 6. Now it's Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. From the shotgun, Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the gun, Ryan. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Cowboys.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third.
They're running it. Here we go, 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a second and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Ryan now off the bootleg. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Antoine Woods. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
Number 20.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and 3 from the 9. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Lamb. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
For the point after.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Falcons 3.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. On first and goal, Gurley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it second and goal.
At the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
Another try on second down with Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. Ryan keeps it on the sneak. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan. His second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Falcons 10, Cowboys 7. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Under 10, under 10, 10, get.
A first down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on
Grady Jarrett on the tackle there. Remember how he emerged in the Super Bowl against New England? Continues to step his play up. Was a Pro Bowler for the first time after 2019.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Prescott from the gun. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Greg Zuerlein, the kickoff for Dallas.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Ryan. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
It's a
little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
They'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 45. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down. Play action. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. 2nd and 5 now. Ryan, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. From the gun, Ryan. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Way through for the Falcons field goal. An 18-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Prescott to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He knocks him back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards at first down.
Cowboys.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Another Cowboy.
CeeDee Lamb was my favorite receiver in this year's draft, and it's still hard for me to believe that he lasted till the 17th pick of the 1st round. No one took him before that, and Dallas, surprisingly, finds him available, takes him, and you see why. Great hands, great route running. This guy is Mr. Excitement.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Escaping the pressure. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes down for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find a target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football and talk never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Sterling Hockrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Here we go, D. Shit.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball carrier.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Prescott off play action. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. First down, Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Brings up
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Prescott yet again. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking downfield for... Got his man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons.
complete.
Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to regain the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
Number 21.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Here's a quick throw right side. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys have now moved out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again. This is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
And how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
31.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Greg Zerline, the kickoff for Dallas.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But
yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Falcons 20. Greg Zuerlein.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
49.
Break. There we go. The ball ain't in. 54 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Sterling Hoffrichter.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield strike.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
45. Mike, 45.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 29. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Prescott from the gun. This to Jarwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
10.
To throw is Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Dante Fowler Jr.'s career has had some real twists and turns since being a first-round pick with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Remember, he hurt his knee and didn't even get to play his rookie season, and has finally found his way in the league. Last year in Los Angeles with the Rams, had a career-high 11.5 sacks. That's why Atlanta got him in the offseason. They needed to boost their pass rush, and he's the guy to get it done.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. That one complete. Elliott. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Lining up for the point after.
They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
The kickoff for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Lining up for the point after.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
On the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Again to Elliott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On first down, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darquez Denard. The 40. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain point game.
Falcons 40.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
With the give to
offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, it's Pollard. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cowboys on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Running with Elliott.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now left side on the swing pass. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
42-yard line.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
54 mark. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They go to Elliott again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
For the field goal, a 58-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Boy, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And a couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Ryan. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.